Hello, beautiful people. I hope that you are well. It is Friday evening. It is also April Child Abuse Prevention Month, and I've been sitting and reflecting and wanted to share some thoughts with you. As a survivor of child sexual abuse, much of my life's work and purpose is around helping others navigate the challenges they've experienced. I thank God that I've been able to kind of move through the space from surviving to learning how to thrive and not see myself as a victim. But this stirs up a lot of things, a lot of emotions for people who have lived through child sexual abuse. If you are an adult that is a survivor, you already know that survival is never really the end goal. It was the beginning, right? So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the healing work, and that it's not really about pretending that the abuse didn't happen, because it did, and your body remembers it, and your emotions remind you that your body remembers it. It's about learning that what happened doesn't have to define the rest of your life. It does not have to define the rest of your life. What happened to you is not your fault, and it doesn't get to steal more time from you. Moving from surviving, which is what trauma has taught us to do, to thriving, looks very different for everyone. But it often includes things like allowing yourself to feel, right, without judgment. A lot of the times people who have, and I've been through this phase, people who have had sexual trauma, you numb. You learn how to numb the pain. Sometimes you try to forget that the thing ever happened, and when you can't necessarily forget, you prevent yourself from feeling. And so allowing yourself to feel again without judgment is a necessary part of the process of healing. It helps you to gradually rebuild a sense of safety in your body. A lot of the times, much of the work is about regaining that sense of safety, because sexual trauma is the highest form of violation that one can feel, especially when it's by someone that is trusted and someone who's supposed to have cared for you, or anyone in general. That sense of violation, it erodes away at your feeling of safety, and you spend the rest of your life trying to get back to that, right? And so learning how to feel safe in your body again, setting boundaries without guilt. Think about sexual trauma and how everything about it is an overstepping of boundaries. Someone didn't ask permission. Someone climbed into your space and took something from you that is so valuable that you will never get back again. And it just disrupts your entire understanding of boundaries. And so we move through life without boundaries and realize how exhausting life without boundaries can be. You accommodate everyone and everything, and anything goes. But part of the healing is reclaiming that boundary without guilt. Letting go of the shame that was never really yours to carry in the first place. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. Something wrong has happened. Someone who might have been broken in some way, shape, or form has violated you. And that is where the shame comes from. But you're not broken, and there's nothing wrong with you. Something bad happened, but you're not bad. And so reclaiming that and understanding that from a new perspective is a very helpful part of how you begin to move towards thriving. Learning, this is really big, learning that rest, joy, and peace are not luxuries, they're your birthright. Trauma disrupts all of those things. It takes you into this world of chaos Your thoughts are no longer your own, and you don't experience peace. And it's hard to experience moments of joy. You're constantly exhausted. And so shifting from survival to thriving means that you can begin to give yourself permission to rest. It is your birthright to rest mentally, rest physically, rest emotionally, rest in all the areas of your life. And when you settle into that space of rest, you then begin to experience peace like you haven't experienced in a while. And then you can appreciate joy. And so it is my hope that you can get back to some of these places. Thriving doesn't mean that you're over it, right? You can be moving through it, right? It means you're no longer living only in reaction to it. You're moving through it. A lot of the times when we're in survival mode, we are very reactive to everything. Everything causes us to react. But when you shift to learning how to thrive, you are better able to respond to situations and circumstances and not react to them. That you get to create a life that includes softness, it includes connection to healthy people, and you get to have choice in the matters concerning your life. Violation of this sort, sexual violation, stole the choice from you. And in this season of you learning how to thrive, you are getting back to choosing, right? If you're still in the survival phase, there's no shame in that. Reminding yourself that what survival really means is that your mind and your body is still focused on getting through the day. I just need to move through this day. I need to get through the day. Not necessarily feeling safe or at ease. It can look like constant alertness. You're always on the lookout. You're hypervigilant. You're sometimes still feeling emotional numbness, or just like you're running through your life on autopilot, doing what you have to do to just keep going. That's being in survival mode. But I want you to know that that counts too. Being in survival mode, I want you to acknowledge that that's okay too. That you're here, right? You're still here. You're still trying. And that matters a lot. And so give yourself grace. Healing is not a straight linear line, but it's possible. One small step at a time. And so you are not alone. We're in this together. This is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and we are going to do all that we can do to take care of ourselves and to help someone else along the way. This healing is a journey, not necessarily a destination. We are moving from surviving to thriving. And I just want to remind you that you matter. Peace and love.